Are you hungry, kids? That's the weirdest thing that I have ever tasted. What? But life is short, you know, and it should not be wasted. Snack life. 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 Snack life.
Ladies and gentlemen, listeners at home, welcome to the Snack Life podcast. I am your effervescent host. Effervescent? I don't know. Maybe I'm a pheasant. I don't trust birds. If there was one bird you definitely wouldn't trust, it would be a pheasant. Kayleigh, what bird don't you trust?
A fucking raven?
No, man.
What do you mean pheasants? All their purpose is to get eaten. Why wouldn't you trust them? They've been trying to get away from danger. Done.
But ravens are like
they're trickery.
They're pure inspiration for poetry, man. They tap on your chamber
that's
doors.
Crows. Crows are evil. That's racist. I apologize.
No, crows are evil. Have you watched Dumbo? They are also racist. You're correct.
Ooh. I knew that. Yep.
Yeah.
Look, it was layered. It was layered.
It was very layered.
It was actually a TED Talk about the racism of Walt Disney. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Because if anyone could school me on Walt Disney, it's definitely you, Kayleigh. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. My very good friend, a social justice warrior, if you will, maybe even a vigilante. Give it up for Kayleigh Dumas, everybody.
I'm mad. I'm trying my best.
Oh, that's what they all say.
Oh, goodness. I am excited to be here, though.
I'm so happy that you're here. Well, since you started it off and I mentioned Dumbo, let's get into it. Like, have you ever been to the circus? Like the real life circus?
Oh, like
with
Barnum
animals?
and Bailey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What snack did you enjoy at the circus? Like, or is there like a snack that you've ever had that like an arena event? Like a Disney on Ice, perhaps, or a Sesame Street Live?
No,
maybe Blue's Clues Live. I don't know.
I've never gotten to do any of that. Barnum and Bailey was like the height of it.
Okay, all right.
My family was very not crunchy granola, but just very experience wise, and not a lot of Disney and stuff, which is
but going to those things could also be like experience-y too for some people.
You've met my father, yes.
Oh, Gary, by the way, podcast. Shout out to Gary, everybody.
No.
Gary, you are the biggest Pittsburgh comedy fan who doesn't live in Pittsburgh. And I love and respect that. The number of messages that I see of you liking posts that just pops up in my Facebook and my Instagrams, it's inspiring. I wish my mom liked me that much.
He's literally going to support Colin in his show that it's in a dive bar in Massachusetts. He's like, hey, do you know him? And I'm like, no, never met him. We've seen him multiple times, Gary. It's fine. No, he's not about that life. I didn't get that. We did get a lot of cotton candy, but I don't like cotton candy.
Why don't you like cotton candy?
I don't like the flavor. I don't like the texture of it.
Whenever you say I understand the flavor or not the flavor, excuse me, the texture because it just disintegrates. But the flavor part,
yuck.
That cotton candy can be different flavors. Are you just talking about the traditional pink? The
traditional pink, blue, gross. I'm talking Go-Gurt flavor. No.
It surprises me that you don't like the pink that melts on your tongue, Kayleigh. I'm very surprised by
not
that.
in candy form. Well, no. Pepto-Bismol I've needed, but other than that, no.
So pink foods out.
Pink foods out.
Out. Okay.
Yeah, not flavored like cotton candy or fake banana flavors.
Oh, fake banana, no. That's the thing that my mom really likes.
Oh.
I can't wait to get her on the podcast and talk about some of her snack things because boy, oh boy, listeners, if you ever think, oh God, Amanda eats some really weird snack and food combinations. Boy, oh boy, wait till you see the V1. Version number 1, numero uno, Sandy. Wait till you hear some of her things. Oh boy.
I know I'm not a game person whatsoever because I looked at you and I was like, you need to explain that. And you saw that in my face. I was like, I don't know what that means.
V1 is actually a wrestling thing in reference to Matt Hardy, who's one of my favorite wrestlers. So it's okay.
I'm very cool, if you didn't know.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, for those of you listening at home because you don't get to see, Kayleigh is lounging on one of Andrew's lovely beige I'll call it beige. It's probably supposed to be white, but it's beige color.
Beige.
Couches, wearing her beanie cap with her hair flowing out of it, an oversized jacket, and then ripped jeans, which
These are men's American Eagle from like 2000, I believe. It was
so
determined
vintage
gay.
if you're looking for vintage gay.
Yeah, because I was someone asked me that, and they're like, "Where'd you get those?" I was like, "Oh, Goodwill." They're like, "Are those women's?" I'm like, "I'm pretty sure," and it was like straight legged men's. I'm like, "Oh no, my bad." I was hopeful.
That's okay. I grew up wearing men's khaki cargo pants from Aeropostale in the early aughts. Okay, that's it. That's the life that I lead. No wonder my mom knew I was bisexual before I was.
My mom is shocked and like really just needs to look at family photos. I don't know.
Speaking of, you mentioned that your family is like granola crunchy. Are you a fan of granola? If so, what's your favorite part of a granola? Or what makes a good granola / trail mix for you?
Oh my God, I literally just got a trail mix the other day for the first time because I don't really like it, but I don't look at me.
This episode's going to be titled, I don't really like it.
Just bring
Kayleigh Dumas. I don't really
I
like
don't really
it.
like it, but I force myself to eat it now. No, I like trail mix. It has to have M&Ms in it. Baseline. I'm not like an almond gal.
Okay, fair.
Like not necessary. I'm not raisins on their own, but in a trail mix, I'll do it.
Well, because I think it needs that like textural difference in like the sweetness of the raisin mixed with the nut to really like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Whether it's like a peanut or a cashew or an almond.
Cashew.
Cashews are good.
They're good, but they're not like good for you. That's the worst part. It's like one of those like nut snacks that you're like, oh, I wish I could just have a handful and keep going, and you will like just die.
No, you just eat the whole fucking bag.
Eat the whole bag.
Eat the whole goddamn bag.
That's it.
You know what mix I found earlier in 2021 that has been delightful? It is olive and herb from Trader Joe's. And it's a nut mix, so it has this like it's not like an Italian based herb type seasoning, but it falls under that. Like there's definitely like
ranchy kind of.
No, I wouldn't say ranch. Definitely not ranch. But it's like a dry seasoning on top of some like dried black Kalamala olives that are like dried, like little pieces, the tiniest little piece for some saltiness. And then pecans and cashews and a little bit of almonds in the bag from Trader Joe's. The seasoning on them is amazing. The little tiny bits of the dried olive that are in there, because it's not like a regular olive, it's dried. It is like to a raisin consistency dried, if not even a little bit more than that. And with the nuts and the seasoning, I think it's the best trail mix. I love it. I think it's great because like the cashews are a little bit sweeter than the almonds. The pecans are in there. They're a more sweet type of nut. I love it. I think it's great. I wish I would have I have 2 bags of it at home. That's how much I like it.
I'm like pretty sure my toes have curled up and like into my body. Savory mixes like that are like, if that's what you want to torture me with, what is that, 1984, where they put like the rats over his head? That's what you would do. You just dump savory trail mixes over my head.
Oh man.
Like I would just smell it and I can't. Like any of those mixes that are in like the TJ Maxx line, like leading up to the end.
Okay.
No, absolutely.
No.
Like with those, the crunchy.
See, I like a good mix of salty and sweet, and this is one that doesn't have like a very sweet component to it, but I still like it because I think that the flavors in it are so unique.
It has bits of olive. What? No,
I love olives.
I hate olives, and like, okay, I know I've said I've hated a lot of things on here already, and it's been like minute 2, but in general, I will try most things unless it has mushroom or olives. And you just being very excited about bits of olives in a trail mix, get away from me.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Well, they also have these dried mushroom snacks.
Are you? Get away from
No, they do. And I tried them because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to lie to you, audience. I've had some dried mushrooms that have been, we'll call them homegrown. Okay. Because in this case, they were grown at my boyfriend's home and I had way too many of them. I was not good for a couple days. Anyway, so I was like, oh, I wonder what these mushrooms taste like since they are a store palpable mushroom. They were not good. They were not good at all. I hated it.
Not as fun.
A, not as fun.
A.
B, Hated it. Texturally, they were fine. It was like eating any type of freeze-dried fruit. And I'm not talking like a dried fruit, but like the freeze-dried kind, which is slightly different.
Like astronaut food.
Yeah, like astronaut food. So like texturally, I'm like, not great.
Oh, it's
but
like
not the worst.
styrofoam
But it's like,
food.
yeah, it was like a styrofoam mushroom. And the only time you should eat styrofoam is when you're on mushrooms.
I'm realizing that this podcast is just me like becoming uncomfortable with like textures every time I hear you talk.
Okay. Well, then let's pivot.
No,
because
no,
this
it's
year we've
fun.
been this year we've been proven to pivot a lot.
Are we pivoting?
Yeah, we're gonna pivot. We'll pivot for a second just to get you out of that mindset. What was your favorite snack as a kid? Like growing up, little kid.
Little kid?
Little kid.
I was trying to think of this and I couldn't think of like if I had to do an all-time favorite, but I do recall enjoying like those pinwheels a lot. And yeah,
What do you mean? What do you mean by pinwheel? Because there's a lot of different things that are referred to as pinwheels.
like
So for those listening, let's
because
clarify.
as I'm watching your face, I'm like, hopefully this is not just New England. It's called a pinwheel, but it's chocolate. Like the base is like a graham cracker, and then it's marshmallow, and then there's chocolate on top.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like a little mountainy.
Yeah, and then so my favorite is you just like peel off the chocolate
Oh, so you're a person who will like eat the layers individually? I do that too. It's
because then it lasts longer. Because otherwise, I will like just shove the whole thing in my mouth, and that's in that sense not good.
yeah, I mean it's a choking hazard at that point. Yeah, it's not the best. But like, have you ever tried to make like a cheapo version of a s'more and like put it in the microwave to like melt the marshmallow a little bit with the chocolate?
Ooh, that's smart. No, well, I've never had to make like a indoor s'more. Everything was outdoors growing up. Like you just go outside.
See, I didn't all like I was like in between that. Like I'm not an outdoorsy type kid. I did Girl Scouts whenever I was super little, but I'm not like an outdoorsy person. So like I've definitely toasted a marshmallow or two over top of my stove in my apartments. That's why I love having a gas burner as opposed to an electric burner. Because you just toast the marshmallow in your apartment.
Oh yeah, I have an electric burner, and because I don't cook, everyone in my life is like, "This is the worst
Electric
thing
burners
I've
are-
ever had." I'm like, I don't understand what's wrong with it. They're like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Oh, it's fine for me."
Yeah.
No, but
I've even like toasted marshmallows with a fucking cigarette lighter in my house. That's how much I enjoy toasted marshmallow. Okay.
that's commitment. I'm now gonna think about that.
I'm a very committed woman when it comes to my snacks.
I mean, yeah. Look at this. Look at this commitment to the snacks.
There's a whole podcast about it. I'd say that's
I was like, you can keep this forever.
yeah. So you liked the sweeter snack. You still like sweeter snacks?
Yeah, I can't do like too sweet. But for the most part, if I had to pick between the two,
Okay. So
can't.
yeah, so like flavor profile wise, if it's like sweet, salty, bitter, like umami, sour,
umami. No, like I can do sweet, salty, bitter, maybe, but it has to probably be sweet bitter.
yeah, it's gonna be like a
Like
Sour
dark
Patch
chocolate.
Kid,
Yeah,
like a
Sour Patch Kids,
or
yeah.
dark chocolate, something that's bitter with like that little hint of sweet.
I'm probably like a candy snack person more so than a
salty
like
snack.
Chex Mix
Yeah,
area.
that's fair. What was your favorite like snack in high school? Like what did you either go to the vending machine for like every day to eat like during class to piss your teacher off, or like did you have to have it like lunch every day that was like the snack?
I either would have frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts, which are still the only Pop-Tarts I will consume because
Bay.
I don't know.
Bay.
I've tried other ones, but like they're not as good. That's a bold statement.
I think cherry are good
Ugh.
and mixed berry are good, but nothing's better than the strawberry.
No, strawberry with perfect. And
And then
those-
s'mores coming in fourth for me.
that's the thing where it's too sweet for me. Like when it becomes becomes so artificial. I'm starting to get an accent, and I swear to freaking God.
I don't know what type of accent
I
you're
don't-
trying to bestow upon this podcast,
No,
but I don't like it.
What? I've been known to say downtown incorrectly lately.
You mean downtown?
But, like,
just for you.
when I do it, like when I'm making fun of it, it's not correct. But if I like slip into it, I'm like, oh no, don't laugh.
It's funny.
It's not funny.
It's very funny.
It's so bad. No, but like if it's artificially too sweet, like a s'mores, like that's no.
Yeah.
Or like sweet cereal like that, like Cookie Crisp. What is that? What that's just
No, they're
give
baby
me an
cookies.
Oreo.
They're baby
cookies.
You know what the
They're just baby cookies.
They're just baby cookies. Oh, the baby cookies.
Oh no, I hate no
Baby cookies.
I
like how you pulled the microphone away. Like you
Because
don't
no
have a set
one-
of headphones on to where it's filtering directly into your ears.
I wasn't pulling away from the sound. I was pulling away from someone not hearing me go. Now you get it.
Yeah.
Ask questions. You will receive.
Cookie Crisp cereal reminds me of the little cookies that you used to get from McDonald's. When I was real little, like they have ones that like look like the characters, but they also had like chocolate chip ones that were like that. And to me, that's just what they remind me of, like visually and everything like that. So I've never been a fan of that cereal.
Yeah, it was that one, and there was another one that was very similar. I don't know if it was in the same. It was Cookie Crisp, and then another one was like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but French Toast.
Yeah,
Crunch?
French Toast
Yeah.
Crunch. They look like little baby French toast.
Yeah, so it's like there's
Little
another one that
baby
looks
French
like
toast,
little
it's a
baby.
baby.
I can't stand baby talk. Oh my god, that's in my spine. Why? Why do you do this to me?
Because it's fun.
No, it's not.
It's very fun for me to watch. So what kind of snack? So you grew up in New England, right?
Yes.
So not Pittsburgh. So I've never been to New England. What type of like regional snacks do they have up there that I may have not ever been introduced to? Or that like what's like a place that is like known for it?
We have Cape Cod potato chips, which apparently is actually hard to find outside of New England.
You can get them at Shop and Save.
I know you can. I mean, like in a gas station, Amanda. Oh, he's just got. I thought he was making fun of me. I was like, I swear to God, jump over this table. No, like for gas station stuff, because I remember Brandon was like, "Oh, I try to find them for you, like just randomly," and like it is not like available unless you go to like a grocery store.
Yeah, you have to get the big bags. You can't get like little
That's
bags.
what I'm talking about. Yeah, like
Okay,
they're little
that's
bags. Like
fine.
they're available everywhere.
Is there a particular flavor that you liked? Because you're not like a salty person, but like
Just straight kettle cooked, like
Yeah.
the original. Anything kettle cooked. I like barbecue chips, but that took a while.
why did it take a while?
I'm not a savory person. So like if I'm decide I didn't like something, I just live in that until
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, you're 85. Maybe try barbecue chip. Maybe expand your palate.
Fair point.
Yeah.
The
I don't know if we ever have any. We have what you guys call gobs.
Yeah,
We
like
have
the whoopie pies. Yeah.
we have whoopie pies. Ooh, have you ever had a banana boat? They're like a.
No.
I know this is an outdoors thing.
Oh, are you talking
Yeah,
about the one that's in the thing and then you
Yeah.
make it in the thing?
Yeah, so for the people who don't know what the thing is, it is you have tinfoil and then you put a banana in it and then you cut it down the center and then you put like mini chocolate chips and marshmallows in it and then you put it over a fire because you're camping.
And you can also put like little peanut butter chips or a peanut butter
Yes.
sauce in there.
Mhm. You can pretty much anything you want. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's just like a banana s'more
Yeah.
without the graham cracker, so nothing like that. But
No, it is exactly like that
Yeah.
because you use the banana instead of the graham cracker to make it a sandwich.
oh, it's so good. I think that's
So is a s'more a sandwich?
don't. I can't. I have such bold. Like not even a bold stance
No,
on
I'm
this.
literally like, is it? I think that it is because
would
I think
say,
that
yeah.
I think that the graham cracker acts as like a bun type of thing to make it a sandwich.
I think it's important in those like questions to think about. Okay, so if it's say you don't want it to be a sandwich, what would you call it then? How would you categorize it?
A dessert. But the thing is like some desserts can be sandwiches, but
Would
not
you
all
call a
sandwiches can
whoopie
be
pie
desserts.
like a sandwich.
Yes, I would 100% call whoopie pie a sandwich.
See, I don't agree because that's just one thing. That's one ingredient in it.
But would you call a whoopie pie a pie?
No, people are like,
But they-
it's a pie. No,
But
it's a
they
whoopie
still-
because a pie is the thing where it's open or it has a crust on top.
So do you look at it as a whoopie pie just has a crust on the bottom and a crust on the top?
No, I'm looking at it as someone was like, haha, I like that name, and that's it.
Okay.
They did not think that was a pie. Or it could have been like a pie in like a different like culture of what a pie is the version of.
I'm going to make this argument.
Oh no.
They call Oreos and cookies like Oreos, sandwich cookies. And they're designed similarly to the whoopie pie. This is the only reason I'm considering a whoopie pie a sandwich in this case, because you would also eat it with your hand in a similar way to which you would eat a sandwich.
I'll
it contains
give
a
that.
filling.
Yeah.
And like it has a bread layer for the top and the bottom, like a pastry.
Now I really
bread
want
type
like
layer.
a pumpkin whoopie pie really badly.
Oh, that sounds good.
They have them out in what's it? Freaking old.
Old Economy Village.
No, it's out in the Laurel Highlands, and they make snails. The snails, and they have really good whoopie pies.
What's a snail?
Like, oh my God. Okay. I need to think of this name because I just love the bakery so much. And snail is like the cuttings of like, when you do an apple pie and around the edges or when you had to roll stuff out.
Yeah, so whenever you roll out the crust on the top of the pie, you cut the edge around so that way it fits. Gotcha.
I could also be completely lying about this, but either way, they like put like cinnamon sugar in that, and it's the crust, and then they roll it up, and it's like looks kind of like a little like snail. And I was introduced to them when I worked out in the Laurel Highlands and lost my mind. I was like,
That
what
sounds-
are these? They're so good.
That sounds amazing.
And they're called snails. I was like, oh, it's cute too.
That sounds great. That would be really good with like a cup of coffee in the morning.
Oh my God, I was obsessed with them. People would just get them for me for any holiday. They'd be like, oh, we'll just get Kayleigh a bag of, like they come in like a bag, like two sides. Oh my gosh. They started getting them in at the local coffee shop too towards the end of me working there.
Oh, wow.
I'm obsessed
You
with
got to
them.
figure out the name of this bakery. We plug things on this podcast.
I'm
I
gonna
tell
look-
people to go places.
I'm going to look it up right now, and I guarantee it's like old time bakery, and I just am ridiculous.
It's probably spelled Tyme. That's why
No,
you can't remember.
it definitely is like, definitely spelled like that.
OLDETYME. BAKRY.
Shout out to Jared, who's about to murder me for not knowing this. He's my old boss. He's like, I can't. I would get stuff from there all the time.
You're not even Googling it? You're texting your old
No,
boss?
I'm Googling it, but I'm spelling time wrong. I'm
Well,
not.
time is just a construct anyway.
I'm
So
gonna-
does the spelling of it really matter?
Literally whip this microphone at you.
Okay, all right. Let's get back to the podcast where you're Googling things.
Okay.
What do other people consider a snack that you think is not a snack?
I'm trying to think. I thought very briefly about like what my mom would say, and she was like, fruit.
You know what? That
Like,
has been
I
an
think
argument
that's a
on here
very,
before.
like, valid thing of like people like, oh, it's a little snack. I'm like, all right, it's like, it's eating.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna have a snack of fruit. And then I do have a best friend who would argue very heavily against that.
See, I think it depends on the fruit necessarily. Like a cutie, one of those little like cutie little baby clementine oranges, that's a snack. You have like two of those as a snack. But like, I'm not going to eat an apple as a snack unless it also contains like peanut butter and something else probably. Like that would make it a fuller snack for me.
Yeah, I guess like it depends on the amount of fruit. Like a fruit salad maybe is a snack, but even then I'm like that. I wouldn't say like, oh, I'm gonna go get a snack. And in fact, if someone said they were going to get a snack and they brought back a bowl of fruit salad, I'd be like, all right, I gotta leave. Like I like fruit as much as the next gal, but like that's not a snack. That's disappointment. There's nothing salty there. There's nothing savory. There's nothing sweet.
There's some textural differences though, because if you've got a crunchy apple and then who the fuck? Okay.
Why are you
Hard
putting an
point.
apple in a fucking fruit
No,
salad?
you could put an apple in the fruit salad. Apple also goes in like ambrosia salad, which is a salad that contains like marshmallows and fruit and stuff like that. Apple in a fruit salad is fine. Okay, berries in a fruit salad. Great choice. Melons, great choice. Who the fuck puts banana in a fruit salad? The second you cut that thing, it gets fucking moldy and mushy.
You can put it on
Why?
top as like a decor, maybe.
But then it gets gross in like 10 minutes. Like, give me a fruit salad and give me a banana separately, and I will do my own work.
Okay, but here is my bold statement, and I've said this before, not here, obviously, but like fruit for me, it cannot be ripe. Like, it cannot be overly ripe. And I mean,
Okay,
this
so you like-
across the
you
board.
like-
So like, if we're talking bananas in a fruit salad, why you're not putting like a ripe banana? You're putting like it was green yesterday.
Yeah,
in
but
the salad.
But the second you cut it, though, it instantly oxidizes in the air. Even the green ones.
It's not
even the green ones, dude. Like
it's
you can't.
not, but it's like guacamole at that point. Like what you're gonna say because it's brown? Like, ooh, I'm not gonna eat it.
Honestly, I eat around those ones sometimes. Like if those ones don't look good, I'll eat around that banana.
I can't believe you're like someone who has such bold, like, I don't like stuff, and you're like, ooh, can't possibly touch a brown banana.
No, if I'm going to have it in the fruit salad and I have all those other delicious fruits in front of me, why am I going to waste my time on this slimy banana?
Okay, but
if there's other good pieces of banana in there, I'll take them. I don't care. That's fine.
But between a
like
slimy
gross,
banana and like a tart-ass Granny Smith slice, which one?
Oh, Granny Smith's my worst apple too.
Good. Yeah.
I don't like
Think
Granny
about
Smith.
that. Think about that. Think about the world you want to live in.
I hate Granny Smith. What is that? Your favorite?
Country Pie Shop.
All right, gang. She's solved the mystery of the pastry snails. What else is Scooby gonna do on her next adventure?
I should have taken my meds before I did this. I did not. I'm so sorry to everyone. But if anyone wants to know, it's a country pie shop. It's in Donegal, PA. They're fantastic. They have snails and tons of great food. They're also famous for other stuff, but I forget. Probably pie. Oh, yeah, pie. Country pie shop. I'm so sorry.
Oh, God.
This is why I'm not paid to promote them anymore.
Well, you did a damn fine job of promoting them right now.
Thank you.
Good job. I'm gonna go and seek out this pie shop now.
It's really good. It's so good. I was obsessed. All the donuts are always good. They have like a bacon maple donut.
See, I used
that
to be
hard?
I used to be on the maple bacon donut train because I'm a huge bacon fan. Like I love bacon. Like I've had like plantains that have been like wrapped in bacon. One time, whenever I used to have Dexter watch parties, whenever Dexter originally aired, because I'm old, with my friends and my mom, and like we all would make things. There was one night that was like a bacon themed night. I made like 4 different fucking things with bacon. Like it was amazing. It was a great time, and those were just the things I made. Other people made shit too. It was good, and it's a reason I'm gonna die pretty soon. Like if anybody's gonna go, it's probably the person who eats way too much bacon. Let's be honest. But it's been a good life.
It's been a good life. It's been a life.
So I like them, but I think that sometimes some places don't do them well. So you're telling me that they do them well. How do they do them? Tell me about this maple bacon donut.
Oh my God, I forgot what you were asking about. I was like, oh my God, what? No, it's literally, I don't like maple, but again, Jared, who I'm not helping promote anything, loves it because it's just the right amount of maple, and then it's not like slices of bacon. It's like little crumblies.
It's crumblies?
Yeah.
See, I think the slices is where people go wrong because the fat gets congealed and it rips off.
You don't want to. Also, you have to think about like seeing it. Like it's supposed to be a pretty thing.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
I think that people look like because. How do I say it? Like Instagrammable food is obviously a big trend. Like food that is like more flash than flavor, things like that. And I think that donuts sometimes fall into that category. And that's why they use the larger, almost prop-like toppings on them, like the 2 giant strips of bacon or like pretzel rods or cereal. That shit gets stale. Okay.
And also like don't want it. Like how are you going to
about
finagle that?
Exactly. Like, I don't know.
It
man.
has to be enticing to like eat too. That's
Yeah.
the point. Like you don't make something like puke colored. You're like, but it's fun. You're like, well, you don't want to eat it though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that was the big problem that like Nickelodeon ran into because like everything was slime colored.
Oh
for
my
them.
gosh. Except for, but we want that ketchup back.
Oh, we love that ketchup.
I wanted that. We did purchase it.
It did taste a little different.
It did
though.
taste different.
It was because of the dye that was used.
Yeah,
because
no one wants you can't have like a purple butter. Although I did enjoy that. It was kind of fun. I would just put it on bread. I'm like, ooh, this is different.
See, I liked those. But see, I had those though whenever I was like firmly in high school because that's when they came out because Shrek came out with the green ketchup in like 2001. I want to say 2001 is whenever Shrek came out. Because that was the promotion, and that's how we got the green ketchup was because of the promotion of the movie Shrek. So we're gonna check that right now.
I'll be very interested if
Let's
that's the
see.
year.
2001.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's an ode to how good Shrek is, honestly.
That's also an ode to how good my brain is at thinking about stuff because I think about Shrek a lot more than most people. And I don't even, like, I watched it a lot, but
Green ketchup actually came out in 2000. The two were not related.
they were not.
Wow.
No.
I swore they put him on the bottle, though, to promote it.
Well, yeah, Shrek probably
I
was
thought
like,
that
yo.
they did a cross promotion with it because they also came out with the bottles that were the easy squeeze bottles, which
Yeah.
are shaped somewhat differently.
Wait, what month did Shrek come out?
What month did Shrek come out? I can get you.
I believe Shrek was a pre 9/11 joint.
Thank you. Because
I would know.
I
was
really
definitely
did want to
summer
know because
that
I'm like,
year.
how come all of us have such a very positive reaction to Shrek when like there's no way?
It was April 22nd, 2001, and it grossed.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so it was. Well,
Where was
fine.
Shrek when the towers fell?
Shut the hell up. In his swamp, you bitch.
Yeah.
Are you implying he had something to do with it?
Yes.
I did not.
All right. Shrek did not cause 9/11.
Allegedly.
Firm statement. You know how I know he didn't? You want to know how I know he didn't?
Get away from me.
Because there were other films that came out after Shrek 1, okay? Other films.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. In the next movie, there was a whole scene with where they sang the song "I Need a Hero," and it was about Shrek. So you know what? He's a goddamn hero. Okay. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about that. All right, let's get back to these questions, these hard questions that I have for you. Do you think that you have an adventurous palate as far as food is concerned in general?
So, technically, yes, but I did have COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So I had
right.
COVID and I had like that weird, I thought I was dying thing. So I was on a lot of weird diets this year. So I lost my like sense of taste for a lot of stuff. So now it's very limited, but for the most part, I like everything. Like, I think I'm pretty adventurous. I'll try it. I can't do spicy. I want to, but
How does spicy taste after having COVID? This was a question I had the other day whenever I was talking to our friend Paige. And I was like, you got your taste buds back. I was like, I wonder if like, or was I talking to Derek after this? Probably. It might have been that. Because I was thinking about like food challenges, like how they have those like, eat 6 of these atomic, fuck your eyeball wings and we'll give you a shirt. And like, if you've had COVID, do you still have that like heat?
Well, that's the thing that people like, and I mean, yeah, people just forget this because what happens is you lose all of that. So when I lost it, it doesn't matter that like you can't taste it. If something's spicy, you like think of the reaction, like your face gets hot, all that stuff. So all that's still there. It's hot on your tongue. You're just like, I know what I'm supposed to be. I know what I feel, but I'm not tasting it. And now that doesn't mess it up for me. But there's certain things I can't eat anymore.
What can't you eat anymore? What makes you sad that you can't eat it anymore?
Not sad, but scrambled eggs are like, any form of egg really. I can have it on a sandwich probably.
Is it just the texture that's...
It's the texture and the taste. I was always not like a huge fan, but like, oh my gosh, after, absolutely not. Can't even like stomach it. Green peppers, sad.
What about green peppers is different?
They just taste terrible. And I've like read that there's
so you mean they taste like green peppers?
No, they're good. But there's people apparently like who have the thing where it tastes like everything tastes like garbage, where I'm glad I don't have that.
Yeah. I've seen some TikToks about people who are like, no. They're like, not eating is better than having to eat.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. I will say I'm very lucky that it's not my taste so much, but my sense of smell is shot. Like I would be a terrible bloodhound. I have to be directly in front of something or have known what it is, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. But now the two things combined, do you think that affects it at all? Do you think that the sense of smell not being there, because another one of our past guests was born without a sense of smell. My friend Lisa doesn't have a sense of smell.
She doesn't have a sense of smell?
No.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and I've, even in the years that I've known her, I've still been like, oh my God, I smell gross. And she's like, I smell nothing. And I'm like, oh. Like, I was like, oh,
That's my current life where people are like, oh my God, I cannot believe I smell like this. Or like, can you smell that? And I'm like, no, I can't. And they're like, oh shit, COVID. I'm like, no. Like, it's really, if I can smell something, I get very excited. It's not really weird though. Like, you don't realize that it's not there until someone says something and you're like, oh shit. Okay, my bad.
Do you have any weird food quirks or quirks about food or any interesting food combinations that you like? Like we talked about like how like you'll like dissect each part of the pinwheel. Like I do that to like Kit Kat bars, like I'll eat each layer, stuff like that. Like that's like a weird quirk, like different food combinations. One that I've talked about and mentioned on the podcast every episode is how I enjoy nacho cheese Doritos dipped into Moose Tracks ice cream. Because I'm a goddamn monster. And it's great.
It is great.
But like anything interesting or unique, we'll say?
There was a time I got very high and I had taquitos and mayonnaise. That was very good. Have not recreated it.
Ugh.
But no, it was very tasty.
What type of taquitos? Though?
Chicken. Like just
Oh,
chicken, like
okay,
a lot, like
okay.
a in the microwave thing, and just shove it into the mayonnaise jar. What did you think
For
I
some
meant?
reason, I thought you meant Takis.
Oh my God! No,
I was like, oh my God, did you get the blue ones and dip them in the mayonnaise? How confused were you the next day when you opened that jar?
what?
Like that's where my brain went. No,
No,
that
like
makes sense though.
taquitos, yeah.
Taquitos and mayonnaise makes sense because like you put like sour cream on Mexican food. Mayonnaise mayonnaise is definitely
It's in the family.
It's white people sour cream.
It is white people sour
what
cream.
it's
It's what we use it for.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I put that shit on a lot. It's very good.
I don't have like combinations so much as like phases. I enjoy bugles a lot when I'm in a phase.
Are you a person who wears? Yeah, you even just did it with your hand. Yeah. She wears them as her nails
They're
when she does.
America's top hats. They're America's finger hats. Yeah, that's what they
They're
are.
America's finger hats.
That's what it says on the bags.
Are you serious?
Yes, I think they started remarketing it like that like very recently.
Amazing.
And
That's smart.
They marketed just to me.
That's smart marketing. Good job, Bugles. Whoever you hired to do that was definitely smarter
Amazing.
than me and Kayleigh at marketing. That's for sure.
And I was thrilled to see it. No, they had their America's finger hats.
Do you have any? Since we already talked about the COVID stuff, do you have any food allergies?
I actually don't. I have no food allergies. I'm allergic to hay, but that's about it.
Yeah, we're not going to feed you hay. It's fine.
Well.
That's fine. It's
No, I don't have any food allergies.
hay is for horses. We would never feed it.
Hey.
All right. So this is our speed round that
Oh,
usually
no.
never goes speedily.
Or I want to try. You know what? I'm going to try and do it for you and just answer off the top of my head.
That's what everybody says. Okay, so this is speed round. So I want you to place yourself in your favorite convenience store. Maybe it's a Wawa, maybe it's a Sheetz, maybe it's a Get-Go, and you're a monster. Place yourself in your favorite convenience store. It is the biggest convenience store. Maybe it's a Buc-ee's down in Texas, something like that, something real big. Oh no. What is your go-to candy?
Twizzlers, Nibs.
What is your go-to crunchy?
Oh God, this is every night. I'm an Uber driver. I don't know. Oh, crunchy. Bugles.
Okay. What's your go-to appetizer? Like something you'd order from the counter?
Mozzarella sticks.
Conviction. What is your go-to caffeinated drink?
Any of those like Starbucks drinks that you
Like
can
the
get.
Frappuccino ones?
Not the Frappuccinos ones that like sweet cream like iced coffee and or like the turbo boost.
Okay. What is your go-to non-caffeinated drink? Maybe an icy drink.
Oh no, Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Okay. Okay. What would your go-to healthy snack be?
Fruit. Oh, wait a second. It's not a snack.
I was gonna say, didn't we
Don't
cover this
talk to
earlier?
me. No, it's not a snack. It's a sandwich.
Sandwiches can be snacks too. We talked about this.
Oh, a
already.
PB&J, like those Uncrustables.
A circle sandwich.
Yes, that's all I. Oh, they
Wait.
take them. I think they're like out of production in something in the Geckos or something because I've not seen them in months.
Oh no, you can still buy circle sandwiches. Trust me, my nephew eats like 2 every morning before school.
Oh no, I know, but I'd have to go into a grocery store. I'm saying they don't have them in the gas stations.
What's your favorite circle sandwich?
Oh, grape jelly.
You're the
and
grape
PB.
jelly?
Yeah, I don't like the honey and peanut butter unless like I have to.
I would do the strawberry jelly. The Nutella one is the hazelnut.
Oh, I haven't
spread
had
one.
the hazelnut
The
one.
hazelnut one, not bad, but it's not Nutella.
Oh my god, do you know? Sorry,
Go,
unrelated.
no, keep going.
A new snack that I have found in gas stations.
Yes,
that I was
tell
like,
us.
finally, all right, I'll try it because I'm consistently in these. Is those weird croissants in bags
Never
that have
had
like
one.
the cream in them?
Never had.
Oh my god, I'll bring you some. It is. I was impressed.
What kind of cream was in there?
Like you can do chocolate cream. I was at a gas station the other night that had like strawberry cream and like just like cream.
like a cream cheese type of thing?
Yeah,
Or-
like it's like whatever you'd have in just like a regular croissant, like a Starbucks or something, but it's like Parisian a little. And you can get big ones, but there's bags that have little tiny ones.
I like how you said it's like a croissant, but it's Parisian, and it's like.
In
Do you
the
know that?
sheets.
Do you know that
The Speedway and fucking McKee's Rocks.
something Parisian that's based on a French pastry? Who would have thought?
I mean, like, I don't mean when I'm saying like a croissant in Starbucks, I'm saying they don't have like the cream or like the clotted cream that you would get if you were like in Paris.
But they have it at Get Go.
At Speedway.
Okay, at Speedway. Excuse me. At
Your
Speedway.
local Speedway.
At your local Speedway.
It's very good. I would try it. I forget what like the brand is, but it is the brand throws you off definitely. But like this maybe should not be ingested, but you can. It's very good.
When is your favorite time to snack?
At night.
You're a night snacker.
Yeah.
I vibe on the night snacks. I'm a night snack person too. Do you have like a designated like snack and show combination? Like I very much enjoy getting pastries or patisseries and watching the Great British Bake Show, and like eating those while I do that. Or is there like another like combination of like a time where you always have to have a snack? Maybe you're playing a game or you're doing like a certain thing and there's like a snack combination that you always have to have with it.
I will say, oh, this is going to make me sound very old. If I'm puzzling and it's like, I'm going to want to have a nice puzzling day, I will enjoy like a hot cocoa or a tea and then like some sort of cookies. Don't look.
That
no.
sounds delightful.
It is
And I
delightful.
love how you called it puzzling.
Is it an adjective? Is that what that it would be? I'm not very good at the grammar part of English.
Oh, this is all very puzzling. You're puzzling right now. Okay.
What's the last question, please?
All right. Is there a snack that they either don't make anymore or they took off the market and brought it back and it's not as good? Is there a snack or a food that they don't make anymore that you miss and you want to have come back? Like make your campaign for it right here, right now. Be an activist for that snack food.
It's between these two, and one like I just want to come back because I never had them as a little kid is those Kudos bars, which were not healthy.
Oh yeah,
And
they're
they're
kind of like
like-
granola-y, snacky
They're
kind of
not.
bars.
They're literally candy bars because
Yeah.
it like be like
They had an M&M's one.
yeah, they had an M&M's one and
Yeah.
like a Milky Way one and a what's the other one? It was like not Mars, but like a Heath one. Remember
Yeah.
the Heath one? Like that's not healthy. And
I
they're, like,
I never ate those as a kid, but like there were so many kinds that are like that.
and I wanted them. And they weren't even like amazing, but like I do want to bring them back so I can be like, haha, I can buy them now. And also, like when I said nibs before, there's a kind from when I grew up, and I think they still do exist, but like not as frequently as I would like them to, where it was called nibs, but they weren't like the nibs now that they would call them are all like straight. They don't look like they cut into Twizzlers, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I know what you're
There's
talking
like
about.
no grooves on them. You can't
Yeah.
see through them. But in growing up, the name of that was where it was like a long Twizzler basically, and they cut it up and you could see through it and it looked like a flower kind of.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I think those do exist still, but they're called something else. I think they like something split apart and they rebranded.
I think it might be almost like the Twizzlers pull apart ones.
that they like,
But that they just
they're
kinda-
not.
but they're different,
cherry.
though.
They're
Yeah.
not cherry. They're Twizzlers flavored. So the nibs are
So they're more
both
so they're
Twizzler
strawberry then.
Yeah, so they're both Twizzler flavored in that world, and then the pull apart ones are cherry.
I like how we have a Twizzlers world.
Oh, I'm a Twizzlers connoisseur, but not like the licorice. Twizzlers is different than licorice.
What do you think distinguishes the two?
And anise, anise, whatever the
Anise.
black anise.
Yeah, the anise.
Oh no!
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Shut the. Why? Why? That's not how I learn. That's not how you teach someone, Andrew.
I don't want to watch you learn. I want to watch you flounder.
Yeah. But the thing is though, I only think of black licorice as having that in there, though. I never think of like.
But licorice, that's the if you say, oh, I would like some licorice from to a 1930s gentleman, that he only thinks of black licorice. Like post.
How many 1930s gentlemen are you holding court with, ma'am?
Several. No, the concept of licorice is from.
Yeah.
I'm not going to even attempt to say. I've already forgotten how to say it. So whatever.
You got to say it with the
anise.
Yeah, say it with the Yinzer accent. Anise. Yeah.
So
it's got that anise in it.
That's
hey,
the
get
whole
out
point of
and
it.
get some of that anise at that Iron City, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get that anise. It only
But I
tastes
like-
good if it got that anise. You get the pizzelles with the anise.
I don't like it in licorice, but I do like it in. I fucking told you guys, it's awful. I do like it in pizzelles.
Pizzelles are great.
Pizzelles, yeah. But yeah, no, licorice, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
And then
See, I never noticed a difference in that because I always think of whenever it comes to licorice, I always think of the myriad.
think of
colors.
Candyland. Think of Candyland, the original Candyland. What's the color of that licorice?
Fair point.
Thank you. Wow,
See-
that was a bold thing to know that you would know exactly what I meant from that.
I'm old and I owned
You
that.
knew
and
the
Shoots and
original
Ladders. Thank
candy.
you.
Yeah, because I remember doing that. I was like, Ma, why? And she's like, well, and this is where this.
See, I always think about going to this one farm store that was it's actually an orchard. They had a little store and they had all the different flavors of licorice. They had a blue raspberry and they had a watermelon that was a lighter pink color, the strawberry and cherry. So that's why I don't automatically assume that flavor with those, because I assume the huge echelon of flavors that exist within both the Twizzlers and the traditional licorice universes.
I'm just a freak and was like, oh, I know that's the original, and I went off of it because I'm from New England and we probably made licorice or something, and I learned about
Just
it in
cut
a
into
barrel.
a tree and made licorice out of the maple and anise.
Honestly, it's now that I think of it, I probably went to Sturbridge Village and learned about it. Someone invented it in Connecticut. Who's to say?
Well, you can Google it and find out and come back on another episode. How does that sound?
I'll just pop in, yell the answer, and leave again.
You should. You should do that. Wouldn't it be weird if that happened to occur in the next episode of this show? Who knows? Who knows? Ooh, spoilers.
There hasn't been a show here in years.
All right. Well, on that note, on that delightful outro note, ladies and gentlemen, my guest today, Kayleigh Dumas, anything that you want to promote or talk about or mention, where to follow you on socials, anything like that, anything you want to talk about real quick?
I'm really bad at promoting my socials, and they do need to have a little facelift. Not myself, because every woman's beautiful, but we'll be a TBD on that, and I'll let you know because I forget every time. It's my name. It's just my name, Amanda. I will never remember it correctly though.
Twitter at Kayleigh _ Dumas. That's Kayleigh spelled Kayleigh. Then if you want to hop over onto Instagram, it is also Kayleigh Dumas. Last name Dumas. And there's an underscore in there. Don't forget about that underscore,
See,
baby.
I do, and I just go, it's Kayleigh Dumas. And everyone's like, that's not right.
Oh, Andrew, you're not good at podcasts. I just fucking came in with that shit.
I need to
Come
have
on.
a business card of I will never remember this. My brain does not hold this.
It's just your name, Kayleigh.
I know. There's the previous podcast I was on, I literally just said, oh, it's just Kayleigh. And and she was like, so is that the at just Kayleigh? I'm like, no, it's just my name. And she's like,
Why don't you make your at just Kayleigh without an underscore?
That's
You could
actually
literally-
a really good idea.
Look and see if it's taken for her, Andrew.
Andrew, can you
I'm
see?
already looking it up.
Oh, see, he's such a
Yes.
good producer.
You are a good
You're gonna
podcaster.
win. You're gonna win the Yinzer Podcast Award for Best Producer.
Is that Yinzer? What it was like? Is it a Valve? avails.
Just Kayleigh is taken. Somebody joined in 2009
Tell them.
and has not posted since on Twitter. Let's see Instagram.
I could just add numbers to
I'm
it,
very
too.
upset about that.
Don't do that. 'Cause
Oh,
you'll never remember.
you'll
those
never
numbers.
remember the
No, I know.
If you can't remember that it's your first name,
I-
underscore your
because-
last
Just
name.
Kayleigh on Instagram is taken by somebody who actually appears to use it. So
Bitch.
Ew.
I'm very upset when people take really good Twitter names or really good handles
And they don't use them.
don't use it. I thought of this one the other day for somebody named Emily at My Own Worst Emily. It's taken by
Yeah.
somebody that has not used
I don't
it.
know, someone
Twitter
who's
since
alive 10 years
2014.
ago. What? That's everyone should have. Like, that's
My Own Worst Emily is a great fucking handle.
Yeah.
And she's not using it.
absolutely.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to this episode of the Snack Life podcast. Please follow us on Facebook, since Facebook won't let people invite more than 200 people to follow a page.
What?
Yeah, that's a real thing. Kayleigh, I know. It's fucking stupid.
I've been out of social media game too long.
I know, right? It's so dumb. Or you could follow us on Instagram. I don't really post anything there, but maybe you'll see some pictures of my shark friend Bruce with some food eventually if I feel ever so like I want to do that. Also, we have a Patreon where you can find additional content. You get a sticker, you get early access to the episodes, and you know, there's going to be videos of me eating foods on there that you'll get to see. You'll get to see my instant reactions to me trying snacks for the first time. Anyway, I've been your host, Amanda Averill. Thank you to, as always, to my producer, Andrew Hilary, James Jameson did the music, Aaron Crothers did the artwork. Thank you guys for listening. Stay snacky, my friends.